ब्रह्मसूत्र क्लास
ब्रह्मसूत्र भाष्य क्लास नंबर 89।
तथा तो ब्रह्म जिज्ञासा जन्माद्यस्य यतः शास्त्रयोनित्वात् तत्तु समन्वयात्। पेज 83 भाष्य लाइन 4 ज्ञानम तु प्रमाणजन्यम।
ज्ञानम तु प्रमाणजन्यम प्रमाणम च यथाभूत वस्तु विषयम् अतः ज्ञानम कर्तुम अकर्तुम अन्यथा वा कर्तुम अशक्यम केवलं वस्तुतंत्रम एव तत् न चोदनातंत्रम नापि पुरुषतंत्रम।
ज्ञानम तो प्रमाणजन्यम। ध्यान is मानस क्रिया. Only because jnana is manasa, it doesn't mean jnana is kriya. Why? For kriya, purushatantra is necessary. Purushatantra is necessary. It should be dependent on ichha and prayatna of the individual. Also, dhyana is kriti sadhya. Kritya sadhya, accomplished by kriti. Jnanam kritya asadhya, na purusha tantra, vastu tantra. And vastu tantra, it is pramana tantra. First it is born of pramana, and pramana it depends on the true nature of the vastu. So the true nature of the vastu. So that means the case, your jnana is not Purusha Tantra. Jnanam tu pramanajanyam tu, to show the contrast of jnana with dhyana, which is manasa kriya. See, pramanajanyam, born of pramana. Pramanam tu yatha bhuta vastu vishayam. Pramana has got the vishaya. Vishaya means what? Prameya. The thing to be known. What is the thing to be known? Yatha bhuta vastu means the thing, prameya, which is true to the nature of the prameya. Yatha bhuta means yathartha. Jnana corresponds to the pramana, has got the vishaya, prameya, which is true to the nature of the thing to be known, that is prameya, that is the vishaya of of pramana. Therefore, so that means what happened now? Ataha. So ataha, take the tika, line 6. Pramatvat. Jnana being prama, and prama corresponds to prameya, vastu yathabhuta, vastu swarupa, not dependent on the purusha. Purusha will or the effort, it doesn't depend upon. So therefore say ataha jnanam pramatvatva. So that is what is possible? Bhashya. Jnanam kartum akartum anyatha va kartum ashakyam. It is not possible to do, not to do, or do in some other way. It is not possible. Kartum, akartum, anyatha va kartum, ashakyam. Why? Kevalam. This kevala not only, it means entirely. Kevala, because generally we know kevala means only, alone, like that. Entirely. Entirely. Vastu tantram eva. It is vastu tantra. Depends on the vastu. It is determined by the true nature of the thing. Na chodana tantram means it is not dependent on the chodana vidhi, in the sense jnana is not a vishaya, is not an object of chodana vidhi. Tika, line 6. Na chodana tantram, meaning is given, na vidhehe vishayaha. I hope you got it. So line 6, after ataha pramatva. Pramatvat, put comma there. That na goes with chodana tantram. Don't say pramat. Ataha pramatvat na. Na goes with chodana tantra. It is not chodana tantra. It is not dependent on the vidhi. It is not an object of vidhi. That is what meaning here given. Na vidhehe vishaya. Then what is that? Then further, napi purusha tantram. It is not dependent on the purusha, the individual either, in the sense it has no dependence on the ichha and the action, prayatna of the individual. So therefore it says, napi purusha tantram. So napi purusha tantra. What is purusha tantra? A beautiful definition is given. See, Tika gives. Purusha, see, tantra can mean adhina, dependent. Tantra can mean also hetu, the cause. Now he says, from that standpoint, Purusha Tantra, Purushaha kriti dvara hitantram hetuhu yasya tat Purusha Tantra. What is Purusha Tantra? That thing wherein Purusha, individual, is the cause. How he becomes the cause? Kriti dvara. Kriti dvara means through action. Through action. Kriti dvara. Hetuhu, cause, yasya means vidheya of the karma, etc. It says tat purusha tantram. See, that is as jnana is napi purusha tantra. So purusha, individual, is not the cause through the means of action to accomplish the jnana. It is so for karma, kriya. It is so for vidhi, etc., upasana, etc. It is true. It is true. Api purushatantra. Tasmat manasatve api dhyanasya mahadvailakshanyam. Therefore, what is therefore? Take tika, last but one line. Tasmat vastu vyabhichara. Wait. Vastu avyabhichara. It is not vastu vyabhichara. That means vastuna avyabhichara. Means it is something not separate from the thing to be known. Knowledge is strictly in accordance with the nature of the thing, vastu abhichara, because of being not separate from vastu, and also not purushadhina. It is not dependent on the kruti and the will of the individual. Tasmat, he concludes, manasatve api. Even though, what is manasa? Dhyana, even though in manasatve, dhyanasya mahadvailakshanyam. Vailakshanya means that is difference, bheda. See, bheda. What is dhyanasya? Dhyanasya mahadvailakshanyam. Last but one. Dhyana, that is then dhyana. Jnanasya mahan vedaha. Great difference is that. Though both are manasa. I hope what are the Puravaksha? Sir, you are contradicting. You say kriya by means of all the four results cannot be the means of gaining knowledge. There is no fifth kriya, fifth result, etc. And by knowledge only, but knowledge is manasa kriya. No, it is manasa but not kriya. It is manasa but not kriya. See, therefore the dhyanasya mahan vedaha ityarthaha. Mahan vedaha iti artha. So what is the veda? So that is illustrated by an example. See, bhedameva, tika. Bhedameva means distinction between dhyana and dhyana. Bhedam eva drishtantantarena aha. By another drishtanta. Why drishtantantara? Another drishtanta earlier that yasyai devatayai havir grihitam etc. was told. Another drishtanta. So he that is illustrates yathacha.
Yathacha Purusho vava Gautamagnihi Yosha vava Gautamagnihi Iti atra Yoshit Purushayoho Agni Buddhihi Manasi Bhavati. Kevala Chodana Janyatvat Kriyaiva Sa Purushatantra Cha यातु प्रसिद्धे अग्नौ अग्निबुद्धि ही न सा चोदना तंत्रा. नापि पुरुषतंत्रा. किम तर्हि प्रत्यक्ष विषय वस्तु तंत्रा एव इति ज्ञानम एव एतत् न क्रिया.
Is yathacha. This is illustration from upasana given in Chandogya Upadisha in the context of Panchagni Vidya. This reference had come earlier, this particular quotation. See, yathacha, say, O Gautama. Gautama is the one seeker who had gone to a king who knew Panchagni Vidya. So Gautama, O Gautama. Purushaha vava agnihi. Purusha, the man himself is fire. What does it mean? Man is to be meditated upon as fire. Again, Yoshavav Gautamagnihi. Yosha, woman. O Gautama, Yosha herself is fire. Means meditate on the woman as fire. Now come on, tell. Can the man be fire? Can the woman be fire? They can be fiery. they can be fiery as such, but they can't be this fire. Then what is to be done? Shruti has told, you know, Purusha, Yosha cannot be fire. But you should have this concept that and meditate on that. Purusha, the man is fire. The woman is fire. Like that, dhyana, manasa, that is, it is a part of Panchagni Vidya. See, Panchagni Vidya is a great Vidya. But you see, they can go to Brahmaloka. But only thing is, Kramamukti is not there. At the end of the Kalpa, they come. Others who take the Saguna Brahma Upasana with the proper yoga, they can go and they can get the Krama Mukti also. But Panchagni Vidya, it is short of Krama Mukti, but it is a great Upasana itself. So now he says, Iti Atra. So there, Chandogya, take the reference like this. 5, 7, 1, 5, 8, 1. Yes, clubbed together, you should be able to split it. 5, 7, 1, 5, 8, 1. That is the reference. In this Upasana, Yoshit Purushayoho. So between Yoshit woman and of not between. Of woman and Purushayoho. Agni Buddhi. Buddhi here means that concept, that idea, or also can be belief or feeling. Concept is better. The concept that Purusha and Yosha are what? Agni. This is what? Manasi Bhavati. It is mental. Because you are giving a thought at the mental level. Manasi Bhavati. But that is not jnana, that is going to be, that distinction is going to be told. So then add, after Bhavati, Kevala Sa. Sa Buddhi. Before Kevala, add Sa Buddhi. What is Sa Buddhi? That concept that man and woman are fire. So that concept, Kevala Chodana Janyatva. It is entirely enjoined by Chodana Vidhi of Upanishad. Kriya eva. It is what? Kriya. Again, Sa. Sa means what? Keep this. Yoshit Purushayoho Agni Buddhi. Keep this phrase. It is going to come Sa. Feminine case is coming after. Yoshit Purushayoho Agni Buddhi. Concept of man and woman as fire. He says Manasi Bhavati. So that Kevala Chodana Janyatva Kriya eva. It is Kriya eva. It is what? Kriya. It is an action only, Upasana only. And again, Sa. Sa means that Buddhi. Yoshit Purushayoho Agni Buddhi. So that the Buddhi, Purusha Tantra cha, dependent on the Purusha Tantra. See, Shruti has given this injunction. This person may take to Upasana, may not take to Upasana. He wanted to go to Brahmaloka. So then this is very difficult. I think better opt for something else. Or he may take to know what is the use of Panchagni Vidya. You go there and return. Better take Saguna Brahma Upasana. You will get the Kramukti. Kartum Shakyam akartum shakyam, anyatha va kartum shakyam. Means option is there for the individual, and it is the desire and the effort of the individual on which this upasana depends. So therefore, sacha purushatantra cha, it is dependent on the will, desire and efforts of the individual. Now come on, tell. Keep this upasana aside. You see the fire. What is it? Actual fire. Huh? That's a bonfire. So, is it dependent on the will of the individual? No. Agnau Agni Buddhi means that comprehension that it is, it is fire in what? Fire itself. In the fire itself. So therefore say Yatu, to contrast now from the Upasana. Prasiddhe Agnau. What is this Prasiddha Agni? The fire that is directly perceived. Prasiddha means the fire that is directly perceived. Directly perceived. Buddhi, the Agnau, Agni Buddhi. Agni, here Buddhi means, there Buddhi was concept, idea, feeling, belief. Now here Buddhi means comprehension, perception. Actual perception it is. You are seeing fire as fire. There is no imagination like in the case of Upasana. So therefore say, so Kevala Chodana Tantra. So that is what, na sa Chodana Tantra. It is not dependent on the Chodana, in the sense, it is not something this individual accomplishes by kriti. It is not so. It is pramanajanya vastu tantra. That is further he says. Napi purusha tantra. Napi, what is napi? Agnau Agni Buddhi. Keep that. That phrase is very important. Afterwards also it will go. Agnau Agni Buddhi. Agnau Agni Buddhi. That this comprehension, perception in Agni, that it is fire. See, Napi Purusha Tantra. It is not Purusha Tantra. Then what is it? He says, Kim Tarhi. So then what is it actually? Kim Tarhi. So Kim Tarhi says Pratyaksha, afterwards add Pramanasya. Vishaya, afterwards add Bhuta. Vastu Tantra eva iti Jnanam eva etat na kriya. Iti etat Jnanam eva kriya. Kim Tarhi says, Kim Tarhi means how then? So if it is not, what is that? Purusha Tantra. If it is not Chodana Tantra, how then? Then what? So like that is a Kim Tarhi. It is Jnanam eva. What is Jnanam eva? Agnau Agni Buddhi. That knowledge, that perceived fire is nothing but fire. Agnau, it is etat. Etat means this jnana. This is what? Agnau etat buddhi na kriya. It is not a kriya. And what is it? Pratyaksha pramanasya vishaya bhuta vastu tantra eva. It is dependent on the object of direct perception, that is the fire, and vastu tantra, determined by the very nature of the vastu, namely fire. See why that I said keep that agnau agni buddhi. Pratyaksha pramanasya with adhyana. Vishaya bhuta vastu tantra. Feminine is there. There is no nearby. There is no feminine case, etc. Jnanam is there. Tantram should have been there. No, no. Agnau, Agni Buddhi, feminine. That is what it is. The Vastu Tantra eva na kriya. To this, we will take tika on earlier page. Last line. See, in the case of Upasana, Purusha, that is what? Purusho vava gauta agni, Yosha vava gautami. Is there, Abheda is there, identity is there? Can man at any time become fire? No. Can woman can become, say? So though there is no Abheda, there is no identity, yet Upasana is possible because Vidhi is there, Chodana is there. Say, last line. Abhedasatve api. Page 83, last line of Tika. Abhedasatve means Abhedasya asatve api. Abhedasya asatve api vidhitaha. Vidhitaha in accordance with the vidhi, like Purusho vava Gautama Agni, Yosha vava Gautama Agni. So vidhitaha dhyanam kartum shakyam. Dhyanam kartum shakyam. But he says, na jnanam iti arthaha. Only because vidhi, niyoga, chodana says, you can't say man can never become fire, woman can never become fire. Woman can never become fire. So that is what is there. Now, nanu pratyaksha jnanasya. This is introduction to next page bhashya. Evam sarva pramana vishaya vastushu veditavyam. This bhashya sentence is introduced by who? Tikakara. So what he says? Nanu. Sir, pratyaksha jnanasya vishayajanyataya tattantratve api. Sir, accepted. What is accepted? Pratyaksha jnana means perceptual, directly perceptible knowledge, then being a vishaya, an object of perception, and therefore vishayajanyataya, because it is born of vishaya, because it is born of vishaya. Say vishayajanyataya. Say tattantratve api. Tattantratve means vishayatantratve vastutantratve. Though it depends on vishaya, it depends on the object that is perceived. This is shabda bodhasya. What is shabda bodha? What is shabda? Veda, Shruti. The knowledge imparted by Shruti. In terms of here, context is what? Not Atmajnana, but Upasana, Vidhi. Shabda bodhasya tadabhavat. See, there is no directly perceptible object as its vishaya. Tadabhavat. Tadabhavat means vishaya abhavat. There is no, say, for see, man is fire, woman is fire. Is there something? Huh? In some cases, flame comes from the head. Is it that way? No, it's not that way. It is nothing. There is no concrete vishaya as such. Tadabhavat, vishaya abhavat, vidheya kriyatvam. It is a kriya enjoined, vidheya, enjoined by action, enjoined by, no, it is an action enjoined by vidhi. So I have said, sir, it is not confined only, means jnana is vastu tantra, is not confined, and not purusha tantra, not kriya, is not confined only to direct perception. It applies to all the pramana, anumana, shruti, and all that is there. That means it is jnana is neither kriya nor purusha tantra. You say evam. Evam means thus. सर्व प्रमाण विषय वस्तुषु, सर्व प्रमाण विषय वस्तुषु, in the things which are the vishaya, prameya of all the pramana. All the pramana means anumana, then drishtanta, shabda, anupalabdhi, all pramanas. Say, pramana vishaya vastushu veditavyam. So it should be understood. That is, he says, tika shabdanumanadhyartheshu api. Shabda, what is shabda? Shabda pramana shruti. Anumana, inference. Adi, for drishtanta, etc. Adi, artheshu api. In the case of prameya, the object to be known by other pramanas like shabda, like this inference, anumana, drishtanta, like the artheshu api. Jnanam, what is the nature of jnana? Avidheya kriyatvena. Na vidheya kriyatvena. It is not a kriya enjoined by vidhi. It is so in the case of all these pramanas, knowledge is not a thing enjoined by a vidhi. I mean, it is not a kriya enjoined by vidhi. So kriyatvena jnatavyam, you should understand that way. Means this is the mahad vailakshanya, great distinction between upasana kriya, manasa vichar dhyana kriya and jnana. Again, tatrapi, in the case of other pramanas also, manadeva jnanasya praptihi. How you get the knowledge? Manat, what is mana? Pramana. So manat, this at times no, pramana is said as mana. That pramana, that na because of ra in the pra, otherwise it is mana. Prameya also is told as meya. Problem comes when it is prama, ma. Hindi ma, what will happen? So ma is used, this is used, ma. Ma can mean prohibition also. This is ma, it is prama. At few places it is, so you should be aware of it. I don't think any dictionary will give this. I have not verified, but it is. Tatrapi, in the case of other pramanas also, he says, manadeva jnanasya praptihi. By mana only, that is pramana only, knowledge is gained. Therefore, because of that reason, vidya yoga ityartha. Why? Because jnana cannot be a object kriya of vidhi. Kriya of vidhi. Next sentence is being connected. Tatra evam sati. Who tikakara? Tatra. Tatra means in the matter of jnana. This in the world, this being the fact. Tikakara says. Tatra means loke, in the world. Jnanasya, in the case of jnana. Avidheyatve. Jnana being not an object of vidhi. Avidhi means not vidheya, not an object of vidhi. Avidheyatve sati ityartha. That means because jnana being not an object of any vidhi. So then what happens? He says, yatha bhuta brahma brahmatma vishayamapi jnanam na chodana tantram. That is jnana. What is what jnana? Brahmatma vishayam. Knowledge that Brahma is identical with Atma. Knowledge, Jiva Brahma, Aikya. knowledge that Atma is identical with Brahma. That is Brahmatma Jnanam api. And what Brahmatma Jnana? Yatha Bhuta. Exactly as it is. True to his nature. What is Brahma? Tikakara Purnanandaya gives Yatha Bhuta means Abadhita. Abadhita means not destructible, indestructible. Brahma, which is indestructible. Yathabhuta literally means true to its nature. And what is the nature of Brahma? Indestructible, all pervasive. So therefore say Yathabhuta Brahmatma Vishayamapi Jnanam. Even that knowledge also is what? It says Na Chodana Tantram. It is not a something dependent on Chodana. Vidhi means it is not a kriya of any vidhi. Na Chodana Tantram. Now the question comes, sir, how a vidhi, niyoga, and injunction is presented? Tavya should be done, or that is that vidhi, pashet means potential, imperative, or past participle tavya, which speaks of potential, is given or not. Now, have you ever cared to scan Vedantic sentences? Atmavari, Drashtavya, Shrotavya, Mantavya, Nididhyasitavya. What are these? Tavya means you have to do. You have to do. And what are you telling? See how Bhashya proceeds step by step. This doubt is bound to come. The potential mood is there. Imperative mood is there. Past participle denoting potential mood is there. So how are you with it? That is going to be now trashed. So this is Brahma Mimamsa. Do you know why? Such doubts are possible. If doubts are possible, and if answer is not given, you have got a doubt. Perhaps jnana also can be kriya. Why tavya? Not one tavya. So many people, vidhi, not simply tavya, vidhi, pashet. So all these are there. So it should be there. So now exact function of these sentences in Vedanta, which look like vidhi. Vidhi chaya, a semblance of vidhi. So what is the role that is going to be told? He said, tad vishaye
लिंगादयः श्रूयमाणा अपि अनियोज्य विषयत्वात्
कुंठी भवन्ति
उपलादिषु
प्रयुक्त क्षुरतैक्ष्ण्यादिवत्
अहेय अनुपादेय वस्तु विषयत्वात्.
So now let's take the tika. Nanu, line 3. Nanu, see sir, these are all found in the Vedanta. Atmanam pashet. What should be done? Atma should be known. Pashet means directly known. Pashet. Brahmatvam vidhi in Upanishad. Atmanam pashet ling. you should be conversant with this phrase. Ling means what? Not linga. Kakha gagha na. Kakha gagha ga. Ling means potential. Lot is imperative. Tavya is a past participle which indicates the potential. So therefore they say ling, lot, tavya. This is a phrase. Ling, lot, tavya are fair found in the vidhi, in the niyoga. Is that it? Now here also they are found. What is the rule? Say tad vishaye ling adaya. Ling adaya means potential. Brahmatvam vidhi. This is lot, imperative. Then atma drashtavyaha. Brahmatvam Vidhi is 1.5 Kenopanishad. Atma Drashtavyaha Brihadaranyaka Upanishad 2.4.5. That is what? Drashtavyaha Atmavari Drashtavyaha Shrotavyaha Mantavyaha Nididhyasitavyaha Nididhyasitavyaha Iti Vijnane. So in the case of such knowledge, Sakshatkara, Ling Lot Tavya Pratyayaha Vidhayakaha Shruyante. So these are Shruyante means told by the Shruti, not heard, etc. It is told by the Shruti. What are those? Ling, potential, Lot, imperative, Tavya is a Krut affix, Krudanta, a Krut affix by means of which potential passive participles are formed from the verb. From the verb. So a Krut affix by means of which potential passive participles are formed from the roots. For example, Kartavya, Mantavya, Drashtavya. So these are what? Potential Tavya there. See, there is a Ling Lot Pratyayaha Vidhayakaha Shruyante are told by the Shruti as what Vidhayaka means, enjoining something to be done. Shruyante. Therefore, Ataha Jnanam, this is Nanuha Purapaksha. Ataha Jnanam Vidheyam iti Ataha Aha Tad Vishaye. Therefore, Jnana must be something, the object of Vidhi in terms of Kriya, because such things are. Now the answer is being given. Tad Vishaye. Tad Vishaye means Atma Jnana Vishaye, Brahma Jnana Vishaye, Lingadayaha Shruyamanaha api. Though Shruyamana means though employed by Shruti. Though told by Shruti means though employed, used by who? Shruti. So therefore, Shruti, Tavya Pratyayaha, so is it Shruyamana api Aniyojya Vishayatva. So they being Aniyojya Vishaya. Vishaya, they are the subject matter of the one who, the person who cannot be enjoined. See, Niyojyaha, we have seen this word earlier. Niyojya means the person to whom Vidhi is addressed. Who is that person? One who wants to accomplish something by karma and upasana. Why? He has got a result to be accomplished which can be gained only by either karma or upasana. Mumukshu, Alak Niranjan, provided he has got staunch vairagya. Otherwise he will fall. These Vishayas here is not there. I think better go to Indraloka or Brahmaloka. Why not? For a long period you can say, they say there are no diseases, but he doesn't know other headaches also. other headaches also, other rivalry and this thing. And Indraloka means Daityas are always ready to come and attack. Yes. Samsara is, Indra is riding on Airavata and this fellow is walking on the footpath. He said, see. So I am poor fellow walking and saying, see, it is like this. Many Indians go to America, I don't know what is the present condition, not qualified, they wash the dishes etc. in the hotel, but when they come here, little higher standard of living in them, and they pose themselves to be coming from America. So like this, is it that way? So that is that. So this fellow is walking on the footpath, but he has got a higher standard than Bhuloka. This fellow is able to command better sense enjoyment compared to Bhuloka. So that doesn't mean it's samsara is there also. Relatively freedom from sorrow means sorrow as envisaged here. Janma, Marana, all this is, that is not there. That's so. Aniyojya Vishayatva. What happens? Kunti Bhavanti. You know, kunti bhavanti literally means become lame, become kuntita, become lame in the sense have no effect. Have no effect means they become ineffective. They become ineffective. Kunti bhavanti. How? An illustration is being given. What is the illustration? He says, Upaladishu. Upala means a rock, stone. Things which are, so which are what? Very hard. Now, Upaladishu. Prayukta. Prayukta means hurled, H-U-R-L-E-D. Hurled at or used, employed. So what is that? Kshura taikshnadiva. Like the sharpness of a kshura. Kshura can mean razor or arrow. Suppose you have taken a very sharp razor. What are you doing? You are cutting the rock. Is it possible? Or you are shooting an arrow at the rock, stone. Is it possible to pierce it? No. So therefore they become ineffective. So therefore say prayukta shurata ishnadivat. He says, why so? See, so the aheya anupadeya vastu vishayatva. Why vidhis, though there is semblance of vidhi chaya is that, and yet what happens? So these drashtavyaha, pashit, and all these become what? Ineffective. Why? Do you know? Why razor arrow becomes ineffective with the rock? It has no capacity to, likewise, vidhi has no capacity to unfold or make you know Brahma Swarupa. Make you know Brahma Swarupa. So, aheya anupadeya vastu vishayatva. What is vastu? Brahma. The Brahma is the vishaya of what? Topic, subject matter of what? Upanishadic sentences. Upanishadic sentences which have got ling, lot and tavya pratyaya. And what is that Brahma? Aheya anupadeya. Very interesting meaning is that. Which you can't get rid of, give up, nor you can acquire. Do you know why? Come on, tell me. At any time, can you acquire yourself? You may not know Nitya Mukta, Atma, etc. You may not know. You as an individual, me, can you get rid of you? No. Can you acquire any time? Why? Being myself. And that Brahma is what? Verily? Me, Atma. So therefore it says, Aheya means Brahma is Atma Swarupa. It is verily I. Therefore, neither Heya, nor it cannot be given up. Therefore it is Aheya. Nor Upadeya. It can be acquired because it is myself. Why? Heya and Upadeya are something different from myself. You can get rid of something which is different from you. You can acquire something which is different from you. Brahma being yourself, Aheya, Anupadeya, Vastu Vishayatva. Vastu Vishayatva from oneself. Therefore, Brahma is a thing which is Aheya and Anupadeya. Means because this Brahma, Aheya Anupadeya Vastu Swarupa, is the subject of Vedantic sentences which have got these pratyayas ling, lot, tavya. Ling, lot, tavya. Next question comes. Now next topic. Topic here from Kimarthani. Page 84, Kimarthani, line 4 up to page 85, line 4, Ityadibhi. What does it describe? The purpose of this vidhi chaya, semblance of vidhi like shrotavya, drashtavya, mantavya, nididhyasitavya, pashet, vidhi. So what is the purpose of these which appear like the vidhi? So that is now the purpose of shrotavya, etc., which have semblance. Semblance means some similarity. So with what? Similarity of vidhi. That topic now starts. Before that, we have not completed the tika of in line tad vishaya iti, tad vishaye, etc. Its tika. Tad vishaye means it is like that. Anvaya you can take vidhaya tasmin jnana rupa vishaye purusham pravartayitum ashaktaha bhavanti. So that is what. So that is the meaning of entire sentence. Tad vishaye lingadaya shruyamana api anubhashya aniyojya vishayatva kunti bhavanti upaladishu prayukta kshurataiknyadivat aheyanupadeya vastu vishayatva. The sum and substance of the say vidhayaha. What are vidhis now here? You have to take as vidhi chaya. Those actually, because vidhi means kriya must be there. These are not kriya, but the potential etc. are there, therefore they appear like vidhi. So say vidhi chaya. So vidhi chaya, vidhayaha tasmin jnana swarupa vishaye. In the matters of the subject matter of jnana rupa. What is that? Brahma. Purusham pravartayitum ashaktaha bhavanti. To prompt the person to, so what is that? To take to some action with respect to about that. Yes. Purusham means individual. Pravartayitum means enjoin him to do something. Ashaktaha bhavanti. They are ashaktaha. Why aniyojya vishayatvat is told no? Aniyojyam. See, there you can take this way anvaya. Jnanam aniyojyam. Its meaning is krutya sadhyam niyojya shunyam va and videhi jnanam. No, jnanam already taken. Videhi tad vishayakatvat ityartha. Like this. Jnanam aniyojyam. Meaning of aniyojya is kritya sadhyam. Further, niyojya shunyam va and vidhehe means vidhi chayayaha. Jnanam tad vishayakatvat ityartha. Whereas jnana is aniyojyam, not niyojya. Not something enjoyed. Why? It is kritya sadhyam. See this. Kruti sadhyam and kritya sadhyam. Kritya asadhyam. It cannot be accomplished by kriti kriya, whether physical or manasa. She says further, say niyojya shunyam. It is, we have seen this. It is without a person to whom this vidhi is enjoyed. Means mumukshu cannot be a niyojya. I have told. Who can be niyojya? One who has got something to be accomplished with the help of karma and upasana. Oh, this is addressed to me because I want to gain this, which are the result of karma and upasana. So therefore say niyojya person, that is niyojya shunyam. Niyojya shunyam va, so or that is jnana is aniyojya means kritya sadhya, and also it is without a niyojya. So jnanam, this is vidhi. Then what is the subject matter of those vidhi? Vidhehe. Vidhe means vidhi chhayayaha, the shrotavyaha, drashtavya, etc., which appear as vidhi, semblance of vidhi. So vidhi chhayayaha. So vidhi chhayayaha says vidhi jnana, that is tad vishayakatvat ityartha. Tad means jnana vishayakatva. These vidhi chayas have got the subject of what? Brahmatmaikatva, jnana, and not the kriya. Already told the reason, because niyojya is not there, it is not, jnana is not kriti sadhya. So that is it. Mama, that is niyojya is not there, that is explained. Mama ayam niyogaha iti bodha niyojyaha vishayascha vidhehe na asti iti bhavaha. Take anvaya. Vidhehe, in the case of vidhi, mama ayam niyogaha, this niyoga, this vidhi is enjoined upon me. It is enjoined upon me. Niyogaha iti bodha. Bodha, bodha says, the niyoga iti bodha. Who is that bodha? Niyojya. The meaning of mama ayam niyogaha iti bodha. Bodha means one who understands, oh, this is enjoined to me. He is the one who is called as what? Niyojya, the person to whom vidhi is addressed. So, and vishayascha, what vishaya? Kriti sadhya vishaya. In the case of jnana, niyojya is not there. A subject which is, what is not there? Which can be accomplished by kriti. So, niyojya vidhi, vishayascha, vidhe nast niyojya vishayascha. What is vishaya? Vidhi does not have such niyojya, and the vishaya, the topic in terms of doing something. So therefore it says na asti iti bhavaha. That's all. What it means. Vidhi chaya doesn't have a person niyojya. It doesn't have a subject matter which can be accomplished by kriya. So therefore it is jnana only. So it is jnana only. So why tarhi neyam brahma vidhiyatam. Okay. See, you want Brahma, no? Knowledge of Brahma. Let Brahma itself be enjoyed. It is not possible. We'll see. Om Swasti.
Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Bijasyantarivang puro jagadidam Prangnirvikalpam punaha Maya kalpita desha kala kalana Vaichitrya chitrikrutam Maya viva vijrumbhayatyapi maha Yogi vayasvechaya Tasmai Shri Guru Murtaye Nama Idam Shri Dakshinamurtaye Sashubhani Rajaste Tanoti Shubha Santatim Smruti Matrena Yat Pumsam Brahma Tanmangalam Param Ati Kalyana Rupatva Nitya Kalyana Samshraya स्मर्तॄणां वरदत्वाच्च ब्रह्म तन्मङ्गलं विदुः ओङ्कारश्चात् शब्दश्च द्वावेतौ ब्रह्मणः